Welcome back, everybody. Last week, 2-2 in the first week of the video cast. Let's do a little bit better here this week. As you'll notice, I'll have the scores here at the bottom of the screen. It's an estimated Ken Pom final score of the game, so take that for what you will, but it's down there for you guys to enjoy. Now, last week I was 2-2. My surprise there was Wisconsin not being able to cover against Michigan, but give John Beilein all the credit in the world for his Michigan Wolverines playing the way they are without Karis LeVert. John Beilein should be commended. But this weekend on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, they have rival Michigan State, and they're not going to be able to zone that team. Michigan State too good at shooting the three-point ball, and without Walton and LeVert, that's going to be tough. Take Michigan State in an unofficial pick this week. Let's get to the official ones, and I'll go back to that Wisconsin team. They're playing Iowa this weekend. They've already beat Iowa by 20 points, and it was an embarrassing game for the Hawkeyes. It was so bad that they started playing Three Stooges defense, poking guys in the eye to try to stop the Badgers, and nothing did happen well for the Hawkeyes in that game. Now they're at home looking for some revenge. The problem? No Aaron White. He hurt himself against Purdue. Looked like he couldn't even lift up his arm. Now they say he's questionable this weekend. White said he would try to practice Friday, play Saturday. McCaffrey said, I don't know about that, questionable. Without White and the way Wisconsin was able to handle Iowa the first time, I'm taking Wisconsin -5. They should blow out Iowa again here, remain at the top of the Big Ten. Now, let's move forward to another good game here, this time in the ACC. Notre Dame coming off that big victory over Duke this week. You would think letdown spot for the Irish. But no, they go to Pittsburgh, and this isn't Jamie Dixon's typical bang you down low, play tough defense, slow the game down, can't beat at home Pittsburgh Panthers squad. This team's already lost to Clemson at home. They already lost to Louisville at home. They should have lost to Oakland University at home. And this is an average Horizon League team that Pittsburgh needed overtime to beat. The Pete, just not the place to play this year, the tough place, I should say, to play this year as it has been in the past. Notre Dame, to beat them, you beat them down low, physical play, post. Okafor almost did it this week with Duke on the road. Notre Dame scores too much. You need to beat them on the glass. You need to beat them in the post. That's not Pittsburgh. They've actually been more guard-oriented with Jamie Dixon this year than they have in the past. So take Notre Dame -5.5 in the second play. We head now to the ACC yet again. It's North Carolina and Louisville in what is starting to be here my 3 top 20 games this week. North Carolina, Louisville played 3 weeks ago. It was a great game. Just an absolute barn burner. If you remember that game, Marcus Page hit that runner with about 5 seconds left, gave North Carolina the 1-point advantage, the victory in that one at home. Now, North Carolina, the Tar Heels travel to Louisville in what I think should be another classic basketball game. The 4-point spread here is what's leaning me towards North Carolina. What's also doing that is North Carolina can score. Kennedy Meeks has really come on lately for the North Carolina Tar Heels. And with that scoring prowess, the way they love to push the game up, that's to the advantage of the Tar Heels because Louisville, not the best field goal percentage team in the country. I think they're like 136th in shooting. Montrezl Harrell can play. We know Louisville's a good team, but I expect this to be a real close last possession type basketball game. Take North Carolina +4, maybe even to pull out the victory here. The second top 20 game this weekend on Saturday has Baylor and Texas. Now, last week, I was stupid enough to give you the Longhorns against Kansas. I was reminded on Facebook that Rick Barnes is still the coach in Texas, and frankly, he sucks. So instead of breaking down this game, just take Baylor -3 because Rick Barnes sucks. Fade Texas. Finally, the last top 20 matchup this weekend. I'll let you guys take a guess at what it's going to be. If you said Wichita State on the road taking on Northern Iowa, you're a winner. Now, for double jeopardy here, can you guess Northern Iowa's mascot? It's the Panthers. Good job. 2 for 2 there. But Wichita State, the Shockers, didn't lose at all last year in the conference, haven't lost in the conference in a couple of years to a Creighton team that's not even in the conference anymore, so they've been dominating. Now, the first top 25 matchup in this conference since, I think, 1983. So you know this is going to be a big one. UNI will come ready to play. A quick note about the Panthers. They play one of the slowest tempo games in the country. Ken Pom has them in the 300 somewhere. I think like 363. So one of the slowest teams in the country. When you're at home, you're able to dictate pace a little bit better. The Shockers, they love to run. But if UNI is able to control this game, I think they will come away victorious. Just call it a gut feeling. I love Wichita. If this was a neutral game or in Wichita, I would say double-digit victory. But I'm going to take UNI, the Panthers, this week at home. Last note here on this game, get ready for Seth Tuttle, one of the best players in the Missouri Valley Conference. He should win Conference Player of the Year. Leads UNI in points and rebounds and assists. You'll love the way this guy plays, so watch that UNI Wichita State game this weekend. It should be a good one, getting you primed and ready for March Madness. 2 quick hitters for my final plays of the week, and they're big-time home favorites, but they're favorites who play well at home. First, Fred Hoiberg, the mayor, and his Iowa State Cyclones. Nobody likes to go into Ames and play. Cyclones beat TCU big. TCU coming off a tough loss against Kansas. They blew their load this week already. They're not going to go up to Iowa State and put up much of a competition. Take Iowa State. And finally, the degenerate pick of the week, it's the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State. They are tough to beat at home in Summit League play, and they have revenge on their mind. They've already lost to Denver in the opening game of Summit League play. And people, I know my Summit League. I've actually been to the Summit League tournament. That's how bad I am with college basketball. Sorry to say it, but take the Jackrabbits at home, -9. This should be an easy double-digit victory for my degenerate pick of the week. And there you have it, everybody. I hope you enjoy another great weekend of college basketball. We'll see everybody next week.